reasons he leaves. This is the reasons he leaves. Number one, he expresses gratitude towards his woman, but doesn't receive it back. In every relationship or marriage, each partner likes to feel appreciated. And while most men on the outside might act like they don't need compliments, but he knows on the inside it means a lot to him when his woman does express her gratitude towards him by noticing his efforts. Not only does he appreciate when she notices his efforts, but also appreciates him for who he is as a man. For example, rapper Moneybagg Yo and his girlfriend Ari Fletcher. Player Moneybagg Yo. You want to spoil her with who you is as a man first, so she'll learn to appreciate you, not the stuff that you can do for her. Save all that. Let her work for that, player. Now, I see you just throwing a birthday party. That's cool. But a Lamborghini truck, man, after only 9 months and they're probably off and on, no, player. Because see, you haven't really been through her and have a chance to really go through stuff with her, like hardships, obstacles, man, just to get to know her character, personality, habits, behavior, just seeing how she is under pressure, man. Will she like bust a pipe or will she make diamonds? You see what I'm saying? So, and then you want to see what can she do for you. So you end how you begin, and you begin wrong by not letting her appreciate the man who you is first from the beginning, man. Because now she sees it doesn't take much to please you. All I gotta do is open my legs up to you, I get what I want. And we'll solve problems with sex. Because I'm pretty sure that's what you're doing. Because 9 months, man, you didn't have a chance to really get to know that woman, man. Just 9 months, that's all. Like, come on, man. Like, you gotta spoil her with who you is as a man first, man. And then let her get to a place where she can appreciate you as a man. Not for the stuff you can do for her, player. And then you want to see what can she bring to your table. Can she spoil you back? You see what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. You want to get a good degree of knowing who she is and dealing with her over like years. Now, if he would spoil her with the Lamborghini truck like after like 6, 7 years of marriage or something like that, 6, 7, 8 years of marriage, now I see him. But now 9 months in, that's all? No, player. So you want to spoil her with who you is as a man first, so she'll appreciate you, not for the stuff you can do for her. Then you want her to contribute back to you. Can she do the same thing you do for her? Because, like I say, man, you begin how you end, and you begin wrong. So you don't know if she'll bust a pipe under pressure or will she make diamonds. You don't know that in 9 months. So you can't really. You want a man gradually pull a woman in, make her appreciate you first, not by spoiling her with the things that you can do for a player. Because she's gonna appreciate the things you can do for her, not you as a man. But that's me. Number 2. Reveals his past only to get it thrown back in his face. In order to build a relationship beyond the physical, it's important for both partners to share deep details about their personal history, past romantic experiences, and how their past shaped and molded them into the person they currently are. But he never wants his past to get thrown back in his face. And when she just assumes something and doesn't know it for a fact. Now, I'm not saying players reveal your soul to her. You know what I'm saying? You never want to get too friendly, confide in your woman like OG Warren B says. I'm saying just certain stuff that's personal with you so y'all can go beyond the physical. That's what I mean. Not just reveal your soul. But check this out. Trust is to know. That's her security. So, once he's revealed parts of his history with her, his past history now, he's doing that so she'll better understand his character, personality, and experiences through his walks of life. That way, she'll be able to trust him more and not go off of what she hears, but instead believe her man. Not go off of what she hears, but instead believes her man. And that's important. Taking what outsiders say about her man over what he shared with her about him, that's the reason he leaves. See? That's why I say you want somebody to get to know you on a more personal level. So now, she can believe you and not what she, on the outside. You see what I'm saying? But when he reveals himself to you and you throw it back in his face and then you go off what you hear and not from what he told you, hey, that's the reason he'll leave. Number 3. A man takes pride in being able to provide for his woman, for himself, and for his family. If a man is currently laid off from his job and the couple is having bad tension in their relationship, that's why. A man wants his woman to understand how hard it is on him when he can't provide like he wants to, because he'll feel like he's failing himself and his woman, and if he has a family, his family. When she's stressed about their financial situation, it makes him feel even worse. So having conversation about that subject can go over smoothly if she's building him up, encouraging, and still supporting him but not when she's tearing him down and making him feel like he's less of a man. The layout can be temporary, but after he gets back on his feet, he'll leave her permanently. Because while facing hard times, she tore him down and gave up on him. And that's the reason he leaves. I had a partner go through that, man. Now, when he was working, man, bringing home the bacon, as they say, everything was going good. But when he got laid off for the few months, she tore him down, man. And we talked about it. I said, hey, player, man, that reveals character. Because, see, in hard times, like I was talking about Money Bad Yo, man, during hard times, man, you want your partner, man, to either bust pipes, you want to see if they're going to bust pipes or make diamonds. And his wife at the time, man, it bust up pipes, man. She destroyed him, man, when he was laid off for those few months. But when he got back on his feet, he left him, man. And we talked about it. I told him the same thing. Hey, play, I leave, man. You see how she doing you now, man? No, man. And that was just a few months. Even everything was going good. You want her to encourage you, man. Constructive criticism, help build you up, not tear you down, man. See, pressure bust up pipes. You know what I'm saying? Didn't make diamonds. And he left. Number 4. He buys her gifts on occasions, but she doesn't do that for him. All men know that women love nice gifts, going to different places like vacation and material things. But most forget men like gifts too, what I talked about earlier. It can be a nice pair of shoes, dress shoes, t-shirt, something with his favorite teams on it, something for his car, for his house. Just like her, all those nice material things can trigger a very high level of satisfaction in a man. Men don't have to be spoiled with gifts like most women, but just getting gifts every now and then goes a long way with him. Man, just like compliments, man. A man doesn't need gifts all the time like a woman does. He doesn't need compliments all the time like a woman does, but he still wants to have gifts every now and then and compliments every now and then. We ain't looking for it every day, every other day, but hey, every now and then we want to be appreciated too. Like I say, a high level of satisfaction, man, when your woman does that, man. 5. His woman feels she has some competition with a female that works at her or with her man. He's a heterosexual man, so he's attracted to the opposite sex, and they might even have a cordial relationship or friendship. But this doesn't mean he'll act on pursuing her. But if his woman constantly continues to throw it up in his face, he might just will. He might just will act on that. Check this out now. Constantly accusing him on something he's not doing. Shows it's no trust, and that's pushing him out the door. And that's the reason he leaves. That'll be the reason he leaves, man. I'm going to say this. Now, I had a lot of females, that man would accuse them of certain things, and that will cause them to just want to do it. You see what I mean? And that's just like another guy, man, especially if he ain't got self-control. You still accusing that man of not doing something he's not doing, and you don't know it for a fact, and you assuming, hey, it won't push him into that friendship or relationship with her, but it can push him out the door to getting somebody else. I'll just say that. Number 6. Always focuses on his mistakes, not his efforts. Check this out, players. Check this out. He goes to work, helps around the house, and tries to do everything his woman asked him to do, or because he just feels like doing it. But it's just one small thing he missed or made a mistake on. She gives him the 3rd, 4th, and 5th degree about it. But this is the reason he leaves. Come on now. Not even acknowledging his efforts will have him feeling like he's being taken for granted. That'll be the reason he leaves. Number 7. Making major purchases without even telling him. Come on. Making major purchases without even telling him. It's cool if some of the time she's purchasing some small things like some shoes, groceries, stuff for the house. So this shouldn't lead to a fight. But if she's making huge, like major purchases without consulting with her man first, it shouldn't even be a surprise if he goes ballistic from not running it past him first. This shows she wasn't mindful and considerate of his thoughts and feelings, and could be the reason he leaves. If the relationship is about the team, she's showing she's a ball hog, and that's selfish, players. That is selfish, man. That's very selfish, players. 8. Saying things are okay and fine when they're not. It can be difficult for some people to have an honest and straightforward conversation about their true emotions when they're frustrated. But the negative, check this out now. But the negative to this is by refusing to do so, it can jeopardize the relationship. It contaminates the soil in the relationship, and she'll never get her needs and wants fulfilled and met. That'd be the reason he leaves. By letting him in, gives the couple a chance to work issues out together. See, that's the important part, man. Work issues out together. See, teamwork makes the dream work. And it strengthens the bond between the two. 9. See, open up, let him in. Work it out together. The intimacy. Number 9. Always looking for him to pay. Y'all split the bills, child care responsibilities, groceries, and the mortgage costs. So, if she's wondering why he looks at her like she has dog on her face, and when she always assumes he's supposed to pay for things when they're out, this is why. Check this out, man. That was a good one, right? Check this out, man. She can either plan to be single or stop being inconsiderate, and every now and then just treat him when the two go out. And that's the reason he leaves. And how you begin. Start out being treated fairly, players. Start off being treated fairly. See, that's what I mean by money bag. Yo, man, you always paying, man. No, man. You want to see what she can do for you, too, man. That's what I was saying at the beginning, man. 10, players. Buying and wearing pumps and heels that are tight on her feet. Uh-oh. Man, you know what? Hold on. Let me go into it first. Man. Buying and wearing pumps and heels that are too tight on her feet. Those heels she loves might look good, but the constant complaining about those heels being tight all day and night while they're out makes him frustrated. Her having to carry her heels around while stumbling in her stockings, complaining about her toes hurt so much isn't the way a man wants to spend his evenings and nights out with her. And this is the reason I left. Check this out, players. This is the reason I left. Man, one of my pet peeves is this. I hate seeing a woman, especially attractive man and got nice, pretty, beautiful feet, man, walk around barefooted, man. That's like one of my top pet peeves. I mean, I got a lot of pet peeves, not a whole lot. But if I had 10, that is most definitely in my top 10. Like, I'll just say this. I would always tell, like, this was ever since high school, and I've been like this ever since high school. When I would have females, like, I would pull up at their house and they come outside and they barefoot, I would tell them to go in, man, put on some shoes, like some flip-flops or, man, some slides, anything, like tennis shoes, like, man, it don't take much, a few seconds to put some shoes on and come outside. Like, I can't stand seeing I'm talking about this attractive woman, man, walk around in her barefoot, man, just, your feet, man, that's one of my, like, pet peeves. I'm talking about seriously, man. Like, okay, I had this one female. We was coming out of the comedy show, right? And I told her, I said, hey, leave your shoes on. Don't walk around barefooted. See, when I do that, I'm protecting her from glass that's in the road. You know what I'm saying? It could be some broken glass. It could be some gum somebody throw at their mouth. Now you stepping in it. It could be some stuff that you step in that don't smell too bright. See what I mean? You can just do anything, man. And I told her that. And now she didn't want to listen to me. Now, I don't know if she was comfortable listen to a guy talk to her. She didn't just want to listen to me, man, and trying to prove a point to me that she can do it and I ain't got to worry about it. But anyway, man, she stepped in some little small pieces of glasses. Now we had to go to the emergency room, man. We sitting. It was already like 11 o'clock p.m. when we got out of the comedy show. Now we in the emergency room. That's taking forever. Now we all the way early in the morning coming out the hospital, man, because of that. See what I mean? Cooperating with your man. That's being sexy, man. Just listen to him. Now you see I'm trying to protect your feet. I don't want you to step in no glass, no stuff that don't smell good, or some gum somebody throw out the window, you stepping in it. And then another thing I can't stand, when a woman walking around in the club barefoot. Man, when a woman walking around barefoot, man, at the club, bare feet, man, you getting all them germs on the bottom of your feet, man. That's a huge turnoff, man. Like, I'm in the strip club, man. I'm talking about, like, a few times I seen they friends, like the strippers, they friends will come, and they'll walk around barefooted, man. I'm talking about not the strippers. Now I see, like, if the strippers was doing it, but the strippers don't even do it. They're letting you know, man, no. They walk around, man, in their heels, and if they not dancing, and they were switching to, like flip-flops and stuff like that when they, you know what I'm saying, when they done dancing. So, man, I really hate that, man. And I hate my girl at the time had to learn a hard lesson by not wearing them, and I was just trying to look out for her. But it was, you know, it was a hard lesson to learn. Now After that incident right there, she would always just wear shoes, flip-flops, anything. You know what I'm saying? But I hate, man, just when a woman just walk around barefoot, man, with your bare feet, man, you touching that ground like that. So when you come outside the house, man, it don't care if you come out in the driveway. Somebody could have threw something in the driveway. The glass busted in your grass. Now you walk in your grass. Now you got your foot and got cut by the glass. Glass go in your foot, man. Anything, man. Just that's one of my pet peeves, man. A woman walking around barefooted, man. I just hate that, man. I really do, man. I hate seeing an attractive woman, man, got nice, pretty feet, walking around barefooted, players. I really hate that. That was one of my pet peeves, man. Now, I left that one, you know what I'm saying, not because of that. She didn't ever, cooperate with me, and that's why I left her. But, man, she was bad with that. Coming outside all the time, she did, man. If I done told 10 females that about 4 won't listen to me, go in the house, man. Don't walk around in your barefoot. Now, they would go in, but the rest of them, the other 6, they didn't do it. But, hey. Number 11. Controlled jealousy is sexy, but uncontrolled jealousy is expensive. Just because a man gives a passing glance at an attractive woman or an attractive waitress doesn't necessarily mean he wants her or anything attractive to his eyes. Like I say this, man. Anything attractive catches your eyes. That's anybody. But if she constantly asks him when they're out if he thinks that woman or waitress is fine or looks better than her just because someone walked by or she's taking their order, that's already a bad sign, and you can either address it right then. It's best to address it right then. Don't let it linger on, players. Address it right then, or suffer the expensive consequences in the end. And that's the reason I left. Controlled jealousy keeps her sexy and competitive. Uncontrolled jealousy is expensive and she'll kill your car, flatten your tires, damage your crib, show up at your job to get you fired. Hey, man, uncontrolled jealousy is very expensive, players. Now, controlled jealousy keeps us sexy and competitive, man, but that uncontrolled jealousy, man, is very expensive, man. I mean, she will scratch your car, flatten your tire, show up to your job, man, try to get you fired. Hey, man, come to your house without, like I say, just coming around, and you ain't even told them. Hey, man, catch that. I'll just say this. When you start noticing how jealous she is right then, when, like, certain women walk by, and like I said, you just glance at her, man. Okay, she look nice, and you give her a compliment, or the waitress looks attractive, man, and she just getting mad at that. Oh, she look better than me? Oh, you think she fine? And I'm talking about constantly going on with that player. Check it right then, or either suffer the consequences later, players. 12. Getting angry when texts aren't immediately returned. Most might, but not everybody keeps their phone attached to them. So we're always expecting that he will just because she does. He will just because she does will be a major problem. Soon as he checks his phone and sees that she's called 20 times and texted 20 times, and those texts seem threatening, this will cause him to erupt. So when he does return all her calls, all her missed calls, it'll be with a lot of aggression and bad language, and that's the reason he leaves. Call a couple of times, he'll return your call with calmness, not aggression. I always say that, man. Call me just a couple of times and leave a text message. I'll call back with the calmness. But if you calling me, blowing me up, man, constantly, man, leaving 20 missed calls and then 20 messages, man, and those messages that you leave seem threatening, I'm going to call you back, man, with aggression and some bad words. 13. Constantly asking about his whereabouts. Trust is everything in relationships. So if her man hasn't given her no reason to suspect he's up to something, or suspect he's not where he says he is, this really gets on his nerves, and it's a sign he's not trusted, and he'll think, could it be something she's hiding? Could it be something she's hiding? Check this out, please. It's very irritating if he has to constantly be asked where he's been when he returns home, and he has to account for every second he spends away from her. Reasons he leaves. Constantly assuming the wrong things is guilt, players. Constantly assuming the wrong thing is guilt. 14. Talks about her past a little too much. talks about her past a little too much. In a new relationship, past relationships can and will come up from time to time over long years of being together. But her talking endlessly about her ex-flame is a major problem. If she's still talking about her ex, even if she's been years removed from him physically, this lets him know, her current man now, she still hasn't completely moved on mentally and emotionally. And even comparing her relationship or her man to her ex-man in her old relationship is further proof her heart is stuck in her ex's quicksand. And she doesn't want her current man to grab a stick to help pull her out. Man, can I go back? Can I go back? Okay. In her old relationship is further proof her heart is stuck in her ex's quicksand. And she doesn't want her current man to grab a stick to help pull her out. This is more than a reason to leave. It's one thing for a woman to stay in shallow water with a man, but if she's went far out into the deep blue sea of love, her heart can take years to rescue. Hold on. It's one thing for a woman to stay in the shallow water with a man, but if she's went far out into the deep blue sea of love, her heart can take years to rescue. And this is the reasons he leaves. Respect, players.